All right, everybody, welcome in to Canon at Summerfest. We already have a middle of the game going on. Mexidan versus Superberry. Mexidan currently up 1-0. I am Jonathan Keith, otherwise known as JK Sonic, alongside Biggest M.
Oh yeah, welcome in. We are live from OKC. You know, City on a little bit of a high, as you can see with that NBA Champs tag. The Thunder recently won the NBA Finals, and we can see if Oklahoma will hold it down here, as we got two of the GOATs kind of battling it out here. Superberry, one of the best on this Brawler, and then Mexidan has been piloting this Yoshi since the inception and has been doing pretty well.
I mean, either way, Oklahoma will take a dub. These are both Oklahoma players.
Yep.
Superberry with that up smash. They had one of the probably better sets that I have seen in a long time at the last Skyline, where they did go Game 5. It was a Game 5 certified banger. And obviously, they're bringing the energy immediately. Game 1 ended up being like a very last stock finish for Mexidan. And we're kind of seeing they're pushing each other to the brink already.
Yeah. So far, you can see that Superberry's sitting at a super high percent. But, you know, that's where Yoshi has to kind of get these, like, either stray hits or find that landing tilt that kind of combos into the up air. It's going to be a little bit difficult because Superberry is just going to avoid all that and slowly but surely put on a lot of extra credit here.
Especially with the air drift that Brawler does have. Like, it allows him to have some pretty good defense and some pretty potential reversal opportunities. Like, that is what Superberry is mostly known for, especially with that up B not being Thrupper. He is the best brawler in the world, bar none, without Thrupper.
Sure. Yeah, going to be using that kind of jack-of-all-trades move in the soaring axe kick. But speaking of soaring, we get an up air to finally close out a stock, and we got 2 stocks apiece on both players here.
Still a large amount of percent for Mexidan to try to recover over here, but the up B's going to send to the far right side of the stage, trying to get some back airs, some extra pressure, but he finds a way out.
Yeah, pretty solid here. And yeah, this is the exact opening that Mexidan really wanted, but can't find maximum damage. Just going to have to reset neutral here and hope for another win.
Yeah, Superberry getting that whiff punish to pull to the right side of the stage. Here we go again, trying to get some shot put, nothing there. I feel like, especially with shot put, it is such a polarizing move because it can literally just outright get you from even to a high percent. Backer doing the job there, but shot put, I feel like you have to have the defenses. I mean, Mexidan has egg, probably very good around that, especially with the momentum on Yoshi.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big egg hit on the jump read. And
no spike, but going to take him down, not completely.
Oh, on the tech chase read, we saw Mexidan try to rip that down smash, but good get up attack from Superberry. Putting on the offense here, but a big swing from Mexidan. They're going back and forth, but this is not looking good for Mexidan. As the stocks are not even, these trades are not going in his favor.
Yeah, amazing defense by Barry to not have the guess to get out of there. But at too high percent, the up air's not going to lead to a kill, but the up air out of shield will. 75% and a dream. Either Mexidan can close it out and build a lead, or Superberry can just get it from here.
Yeah, that Yoshi up air, very deceptive. Actually hits pretty close to the ground, but oh my goodness, another shot put hit. JK Sonic, this could be it. If Superberry finds
Superberry just trying to find his way in, getting out there, kind of maybe looking to do some stuff similar to like what Fox can do at high percent. Obviously not with the tech chase, but Barry with the up B, with straight hits, anything can happen right now. But Mexidan failing to get the tech chase, but he's still in control.
Oh, wow. Bet it all on black there with that falling fair. Did not quite hit, but now we'll have to reset neutral. But Yoshi's starting to get a couple of grabs here, and that's when you know Yoshi's player's starting to mix. Oh, my
he gets the F smash. Yes, sir. That's 2-0 for Mexidan. Danny is a player to whenever he finds the momentum and starts getting more and more confidence into his advantage state, he will just sit back, let the other person panic, and then just take it all the way through. Yeah, he's proud of that. He's watching the replay. He's watching the replay as it happens.
Yeah, no, that one was nasty. Like I said, Mexidan got a couple of grabs there, and when that starts happening, it allows Yoshi's offense to kind of open up tremendously, and it was just one air dodge read and GG's. Mexidan pulling off that big comeback to bring us to Game 3.
That's the one thing that we're not seeing compared to Superberry, where Superberry can get those low percent hits, and most of the time he is doing so, but it matters to try to kill. Obviously not having Thrupper is having a huge detriment to that, but even then, Brawler can still find other ways to open. It's just Mexidan had a tremendous defense to completely prevent that.
Yeah. Without, you know, that kind of game plan central Thrupper, you know, Superberry has been finding kills with like his smash attacks, and the back air is obviously one of those big ones. So be on the lookout for that. But, I mean, that's exactly what Mexidan has been doing, just kind of avoiding that and giving him more and more opportunities to fight back here.
And he's finding some opportunities. He's going out, gets a landing there, tries to up smash. No up smash. He just tries to go for a platform tech chase, but to no avail. But now here we go. We're going to be scrambling a little bit for this kill. Down air, yeah, not going to do it, but flip kick going to help him back. Here's the up B, yeah, not going to do it just yet.
No, but good get off me option.
Such an annoying get me off option, too.
And there goes the back air. Like I said, tried and true. That's where Superberry's stocks are going to come from. Just finding those back airs at high percents is just a very solid way to find your kills.
And especially as I can multiply and go over until you get to high percent. But he's going to snipe him over here. Yep. Burning drop kick, going to get him back to ledge. Burning drop kick out of shield once more.
Okay. Man, Superberry just finding offense after offense here. Mexidan really hasn't found that opening ever since kind of getting up to the red percents. You know, the kill confirm is just not finding the mark.
And obviously the straight hits can do it at a spot like this, but when Barry's just kind of playing both in your face, kind of going in between that mid-range and like just outside of it, he's making it really hard right now. He could lap him, but he does not. He gets up aired through a dash attack over extension.
Yeah, that's solid. Ooh, yeah, that was a big B reverse there. Now Mexidan's starting to cook here.
Yeah, he loves the B reverses, especially when like it's coming off the platform. Kind of just mixes either doing that or just going and dropping through the platform.
Oh man, once again, that forward air has been just the bread and butter move for Mexidan, starting all the offense. But honestly, Superberry found that down smash, just mashing out the buttons here, and it's just enough to take him out.
Yeah, no jump there on Mexidan, but he's not completely out of it there. 81%, maybe 2 more hits, 2 more interactions can get him back into this game, but obviously, like kind of how we saw at the beginning of this game, wasn't finding that much just yet. The damage could multiply and get him all the way back to 200, just like it was previously.
Oh, I do love the use of the B reverse there. And yes, finds the smash attack out of the egg. It's really hard to time that, especially when your opponent does something like Superberry did there. He didn't mash to kind of really mix up the timing, so Mexidan was able to, you know, just quick draw that up smash right on time.
And he actually found it was like probably like the first of many from this set potentially. If Superberry does get this game, but Mexidan wants a 3-0 finish if he can find it, and there's the up air.
Man, Superberry has been kind of relying on the air dodge to kind of get a lot out of a lot of these juggle scenarios. You know, Mexidan is like a shark in the water looking for those air dodges. Just like I said.
Yeah, he just had it.
Reset, but not quite finding the kill. And whoa, speaking of kills, Superberry tried to end it all with that F smash. Such a beefy move.
Okay, he had it. He hesitated on that up air, which allows Superberry to get back into neutral. Whip punish galore, nothing there.
Oh yeah, this is for sure the type of game that could really change the tone of the set if Superberry claims it here.
It's one of those that you really just call a slobber knocker at the end of the day. The up smash, gonna put all that fight into fury. They get him a game on the board finally.
Yeah, that was a solid finish from Superberry. Just stay in shield here and finds the up smash. Superberry, like I said, that's the type of game you get that could be the start of something special.
He is one of those players who, especially when he does get pressured in close quarters, and especially, like, it seems weird because he's a player who has to rush in and has to press these buttons that, like, he will just press out of shield option. Like, obviously the up B, obviously the up smash. But you wouldn't think about it that much whenever he has all this mobility to do everything that he can.
Yeah, especially in those tense scenarios, in those high damage, high tense last stock scenarios, it's really hard to really just think about your opponent just waiting for you to choose a bad option.
And that's what it's kind of coming down to, and especially in a lot of the spots where they're starting to get the juggles, especially Mexidan, and things could change, like obviously that down air, or that down beam, I mean.
Okay, a bit of a scramble here. They are boxing. And we're starting to even up the percent. Big egg lay. Oh, but Mexidan not able to find it outside of that egg.
I'm loving how Danny is starting to get some stuff out of his egg lays. Not as much because, I mean, Barry's just maneuvering around them very well. But the fact that he's not giving up on it / not overutilizing it, pretty good for him right now. Stuck in the corner, trying to find an edge guard Superberry, but he finds a way through. Late on the S smash.
Yeah, I like that he's swinging them, but it's just slightly mistimed or slightly off the mark. And Mexidan obviously going to take the punish every time.
Yeah, assuming that he can get it. These guys are playing a little bit off their pace, and it means that they are just one step, maybe a little slower, where they could be getting these punishes, but not realizing it truly in the moment. Like, you can't grab him when he's already in the egg.
Yeah, I mean, and part of that is, like, these two, like you mentioned, are a little bit more accustomed to playing each other in, like, a little bit further in bracket. But obviously, you know, right now Summerfest has been pretty stacked, so, you know, they're going to be playing very early on here.
Oh, yeah. 2 stocks apiece right now, kind of just clapping back one after the other.
Yeah,
People trying to get into it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I love about, like, grassroots events, that, like, we really all know each other. And the fact that, like, competition like this brings out the best.
Oh, for sure. Wow. What
58 off that.
Yeah, a big cap out there with that up smash. Superberry just winning interaction after interaction, pushing them to their limit. But honestly, that has been the name of the game, you know. Mexidan has been taking a beating in some of these early interactions, but, you know, just really needs to find that one opening and has been taking it past the limits and finding kills in spots where you usually won't.
Yeah, he's not been going for those juggles. Usually I feel like the second up air is guaranteed. He's not finding that. He's going for something a little more. Not sure if he's just wanting to call out Barry and try to get into his head a little more. I don't think you really need that personally, but I think as long as you can find something and not lose your stock right now,
would be ideal. Oh, just brings down the soaring axe kick, a clang of epic proportions. These two scramble on that PS2 platform.
Yeah, you get away from each other right now. You don't want to be there, but that back air is going to get Mexidan. Could tie this game up to go to a Game 5.
Yeah, so far so good. Like I said, Superberry won that crucial Game 3 and now is starting to have a fighting chance of this set.
But he's not getting a whole lot off these platforms. Obviously, the super armor off the jump. Jump armor. I don't know why I'm going to get super armor. Here's the grab. Wow, okay, we get something DIN.
Oh,
Flip kicks away. That's good on Barry.
Yeah, yeah. Mexidan was looking for something spicy there on that down air. But oh, wow, a big fair to kind of get Superberry out of the corner. Has to recover, and yeah, you don't double jump there because that soaring axe kick would send you to the depths.
Yeah, I guess. I did not be sure if he was going to make that back. He finds his way through. Barry trying to get his way in, try to get into that mid-percent, knock on that door. But Mexidan mixing him in this.
Yeah. Went for it all. Once again, unfortunately, nothing's guaranteed off of that egg. So when you start swinging those big options, you run the risk of just getting punished immediately.
Yeah, and he's starting to just swing out that falling up air. Sees he can get some sort of stock here. But Barry staying grounded. There's the nair, yeah.
Yeah, JK Sonic, we're coming down to the wire. This is literally either player's game.
Yes, sir. I mean, this is essentially the same spot that we were in Game 2. Danny did bring it back, but Mexidan has to make sure he can land. He air dodges, finds a way through. Superberry has to keep him down there, and he does with the forward throw.
Yeah, that was a Yoshi that was dead to rights, but Mexidan with slippery movement, able to get back down to the ground, has a fighting chance, but Superberry obviously is going to continue to make it hard, finds the falling back air. We're going to Game 5, JK Sonic.
And a potential reverse 3-0 for Superberry right now. Very much a player who is capable of it, but obviously with the things that we have seen in the first 2 games, Mexidan is capable in a spot like this.
Oh, yeah. Out here in OKC, we call that a reverse dirty 30. And that'd be a crazy way to start the day if Superberry is able to pull off this 3-0 comeback. Or maybe Mexidan could close it out. I mean, that one was, like I said, either player's game literally came down to the wire. Just some slight mistakes on either side could have costed them the game, and Superberry just edged it out.
But we got this game number 5, all PS2 the entire way through. Here we go. Clank again to start this game off. It's always those situations, especially previously on the platform, where you just sit over there and just kind of like, yeah, get away from me, get away from me. I don't want to be in this anymore. But these players want to get close to each other right now to start off this game. The 60% on Mexidan, he's trying to make sure he just sits there and finds this opportunity. There's the pressure. Barry responds correctly.
Oh my goodness, yeah, barely misses out. Drop kick puts Barry in a good position. Yeah, got to catch that double jump to center.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I was a little too far out of the way for that. But thankfully for Mexidan, he missed and is finally starting to get some damage. No punish on the whiffed grab.
Yeah, both players are really throwing out risky options, but it's because, you know, they have a couple of sets under their belt. They know what they kind of generally want to do, so you got to throw out those high-risk, high-reward options to really put yourself ahead in this set.
And what a scenario that was where he spot dodges the grab, it gets through, whiffs the up smash, tries to go for it again. Yeah, when Superberry wants that kill, he starts spamming these smash attacks. Hasn't been too much of a punish yet, but he could get the back air or the edge guard, maybe the shot put, but it gets the other way. That's not what you want in a spot like this.
Nope.
Still in his game right now, despite the percents being nearly doubled.
Yeah. Okay, big dash grab on the whiff. Superberry just needs one more interaction win. A back air could close it, but man, Mexidan's so slippery.
Man, yeah, he got into his face and tried to want to force a whiff punish, but no punish off of that. He gets the grab. He does it again.
Yeah.
I don't think he's making that back. The crowd loves it, and he does too, to take his first lead of this game.
Gave him the double trouble there on that command grab, but Superberry just lets it rip with the flip kick. And now we got an even game. Welcome to two stock. This is either players.
Yeah, these people love it right now. They're just scrambling. Everything's going great. Tries to fare out of disadvantage. I'm not sure about that. I think he's just really wanting like everything to go his way. It's not going to happen like that. You have to be cool, calm, and collected.
Sure, sure. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that
no
jab lock.
I don't know if it was like a Yoshi specific thing or if it was because of the animation or just too close to the ledge. But
I think he was just too close to the ledge straight up. Like the first jab, yes, but even then, I feel like in a spot like that, you have to just go for the F smash, even if the punish is not going to be there for you.
Yeah, and Brawler F smash is really strong. It would have been close for sure.
Really gets to air with the nair. Does he guess correctly for the ledge option? No, he just lets Danny go through. Here's a back air. Yoshi still has their jump, but the jump is going to get sniped out by that back air. This is winner side stock from Mexidan.
That back air is just such a good move to have because it's like you know where your opponent's going to be. If you put that back air there, it's going to do work.
I love how people are just saying thunder up because they know it's Danny.
Oh, big down air hit, but Superberry, yeah, just able to use flip kick to mix up the landing.
And you have to wait for that, even though like it's me Brawler and it's not ZSS. That move is still, I would say, pretty toxic in the spot where they can just get out of the corner for free.
Yeah.
But he's still stuck in the corner, just waiting for Barry to press a button, and he is not doing any sort of it right now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Barry has been playing a lot more patient in the corner, and because of that, he's gotten neutral win after neutral win.
Ooh, there it is.
There it is, the yoinky sploinky to take the stock. That forward air up air, a classic kill confirmed from Yoshi's all around the nation. But wow, another F smash connects.
Yeah, what a whip punish on Barry to get that. It's at 104% kill percent for Yoshi right now. Mexidan has had history. The jab block is going to take it for Barry. A reverse 3-0, a 30 that we might say. And he's going to be moving on to winner's side top 32.
Yeah, that time the jab block did not fail him. Superberry just gives him a little love tap and then hits him with the rock'em sock'em to move on in the set.